Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 10 of the Resonance Podcast, coming to you all, of course, live from the range. Yeah, my name is Maddie, and of course, we're joined by Logan.
Oh, yep. I'm Logan. I'm
Hello.
the co-host. Sorry, spaced out there.
Well, we have a great episode planned for you all today, and we are joined by members of Acres Even. Why don't you guys go ahead and take a second to just say hello to everybody?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm sorry.
Hello.
I'm Mirza.
Yeah.
I'm Ben.
Oh,
You go.
Okay. Nice.
Multiple people were talking at once there for a second. I am Braden. I do drums.
Cool.
So we wanted to start off the stream with a big congratulations for the 1 week anniversary of your new music video for Earl Grayson. Get some snaps,
Yeah.
some woos in chat.
Woo.
Just a heads up to everyone in chat, if you're here with us, feel free to ask questions at any point in the stream, and we'll relay them to the band and get them answered, no matter what it is. So ask your most pressing questions. We'll ask them anything. That's what we advertise. So you better ask away.
Ask me
Yes.
how long my
Um,
toes are.
It's not AMS. It's not ask me something. It's ask me anything.
That's
That's
right.
true.
That's right.
It was a good
a good
joke,
point.
wasn't it?
So I guess we can. How long are your toes? Actually, I'm curious.
Well, if you put them all together, probably a foot.
Yo!
Oh.
Woo! Let's go!
Damn.
Sonia does not approve.
Cool.
That's off the dome,
Oh
dude.
no.
Yeah, right. I saw that listed on your notes.
No.
Jokes to tell on this podcast. I remember.
No.
Oh my gosh. Exposed.
All right, we can kick it off with some of the questions that Maddie and myself have prepared for the
Yeah.
band.
Hmm.
So I know you all share a very similar frustration that the range does with, starting to gain some momentum, releasing things and building a fan base, and then, bam, pandemic. So I'd like to know how you've all seized this downtime. And what are some of those plans that you've been holding on to for the second that you can interact with the world again?
Yeah, I guess I'll speak on that. We released the music video during the pandemic. We released a single during the pandemic, and we released our EP during the pandemic. So a lot has come out. We were planning on releasing our EP prior. We had a release show, we had a killer lineup, we had a great day, we had a great venue. It was going to be awesome, and then this hit, and it was real sad. And so I think I got everyone together on a Zoom call, and I said, "Oh my God, what do we do? What's our plan going to be, guys? Are we gonna do this? Or are we gonna wait it out? No one has any idea how long this is going to take." And we've been working on this for so long. I mean, Mirza and I especially, with just reiteration after reiteration, and we were finally like, you know what? Let's just do it. We're gonna figure out a way to release it, to give it the sort of stage that it deserves, and do our best. And so we had cobbled together a bunch of ideas for, okay, instead of being able to have a live show and leave our footprint here in LA, we're just going to bust out tons of online content and see if we can gravitate people towards us. So that took form of, a really funny skit once a week, or just a really silly photo, or we'd make sure that like the skits that we could do we all just filmed on our iPhone and sent to Braden, and he video edited everything. And then we put some text over it. We put our upcoming songs on it, just to, one, make people laugh, connect with us, and also give them a preview of our music and say, hey, it's coming out soon.
Nice.
And I think we touched a lot of people's hearts. I mean, people were constantly commenting like, yo, this is the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. And I think it was really imperative that we try and give some people some joy during all this. I mean, the thing that I think is lacking around a lot of the climate is just joy and being able to have fun amidst a lot of this. It's so rare nowadays to be happy. And so
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I'm really proud of what we did. I think it was fun, regardless of, how big the internet footprint we made it was. I think it touched certain people, and I enjoyed doing it. In terms of, what was the second half of the question? It was, what makes us sad about moving
So what
forward
are you
from
what are
here?
you anticipating? What's something that you're ready to just get back into and show the world really?
Hug my friends. I want to do that first.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hug friends.
Yeah, I want to hang out. I want to eat food. I want to laugh. And I want to run around in a grass field and fall over. As corny as that sounds. Not having to worry about the mud that I get on my face or whatever that is. Then next,
Oh yeah.
just writing music in the same room again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
Yes.
feel that.
Well, I mean, I definitely agree with you. Your music and just everything that I've seen from you guys online is just so fun and inviting, which is like why I was so excited to have you guys in here. And just even before we went live, just chatting with you guys, like,
Yeah.
I'm sure when a live crowd is able to experience that, like, it's going to be just amazing. So I'm personally excited for when that time can come.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
we're just incredibly charismatic and beautiful and glorious. So
I think
Nice.
one thing I'd like to add to what Ben said is that is something that me and Ben have discussed a lot. But the fact that we are in the middle of this situation, it kind of forced us to be more creative. Like the limitations, I think.
Oh yeah.
Simply like the biggest one being that we can't go play live shows to promote this stuff anymore, which is the most straightforward way to do it. And you get to interact with people. It's like a catch-all kind of thing. But in this particular case, the easiest way to promote our music was no longer available to us. So we had to be more creative. And I think as a result, some positive things came out of it in that we developed skills that we may not have had before, or learned about things that we can do as a group that we may not have attempted before because there was no need. So now we have, now we know even post pandemic that we can make fun internet content, and we'll probably continue to do so, even if it's not like the primary way that we go and get our music out there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice. Well, we do
We
have.
we already have a bunch of questions in chat
Yeah, I'd like to highlight.
from Brittany.
Yeah, I'd like to highlight a question here from Brittany Burr. Who would win in a pie eating contest? And then Brittany followed up with Pandem Thick. So I don't know if that's in the same context as the question, but yeah, who would win in a pie eating contest, you guys?
I think Ben.
Ben.
Yeah, I think Ben, but I feel like Mirza would pull out that underdog win.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's a tenacity that's there, but I think Ben is gonna be like, that's gonna have an easier time.
Yeah.
I'm
I
a
think
big boy.
I've witnessed Ben's hunger, and it is sizable. But
Yeah,
I have also witnessed Mirza's stubborn competition.
That is true.
So I think it would be a head-to-head.
it's true
I
though.
mean,
When Ben,
provided that you were like really invested in it.
right.
Depends on the pie.
Yeah.
Well, which pie would get you most invested then?
Mm.
Are we talking fruit pies? Are we talking chocolate pies? Are we talking like?
Are there rules to pie eating
What are we-
contests?
Like
I think just any
pies,
pie.
Hot pies.
Hot
Hot
pie.
pie?
Yeah, it's typically like dessert pies, right?
I think typically
Uh,
dessert.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been in a pie eating contest,
What
so
is-
I can't really
what
speak
is,
to
like,
it on a.
league standard pie for pie eating contest.
I feel like apple
That is a good
probably is just the
I
default.
feel like apple's probably like, bottom line pie.
Yeah, I would not eat that much apple pie.
I recently
Okay.
had a really dank cherry pie, and oh my god,
Ew.
I know everyone says ew. Everyone says ew, but I ate it. I was like, you know what? A lot of people can talk whatever they want to talk. This cherry pie, man, it's on a whole nother level. It's a good time.
I'll take
Depending
your
on the
word for it.
cherries,
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking up some rules here just so I can get a little more educated.
Oh, good.
Apparently, you
What
can
time
register
is
up to
it?
you can register up to 15 minutes before the contest. That's one of the main
Wow.
rules. This is
Wow.
for I don't know where Woodlands, Texas this is their pie eating
Oh.
contest. So maybe this is an industry or like national standards, but at least this is what
No,
it
I
is over
think
there.
that like a pie eating contest in Texas is the most legit you can get.
Probably.
Yeah.
So
pie capital
it's
of
saying
the
the person who is first to finish their whole pie or piece of pie is the winner. I don't think it's like the most amount of pie. So
Oh.
I don't know if that changes
it's
the
a speed
stakes.
game.
How quickly?
I could definitely eat a whole pie though.
I don't think
I
that's how it
still
worked
think
in
Ben.
that movie Stand By Me. I'm pretty sure they were like
yeah, it was a whole
wolfing
bunch
them
of
down.
pies, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Maybe
Well,
we
you know,
have
different
kinds of
states.
pie.
Yeah. Different rules.
Anyway,
We can move on from that
we
one.
collectively digress.
So we Jacob here in chat says, "Do you guys like Weezer?"
Yes.
I like.
We got a
Weezer
one
Blue
thumbs
album.
up.
Um,
I agree with
I
that.
haven't listened. I don't listen to much past that. It drops off pretty hard for me.
I've mostly
Yeah.
listened
Blue
to
Album
Pinkerton.
time.
Pinkerton's like my jam.
Yeah, I
No
think Blue.
comment. I have no feelings really. I think like they've got some good hits, and every time there's a group of dudes who are like blue album, pink album, white album, I'm like, I just goodbye. I don't care.
Wow. I like blue and pink. I will leave it there. I think they're
It's an
good.
interesting
Pinkerton.
color.
I like Nectarine.
Hmm. That is their best album.
I like Turquoise. I like Ivory.
Oh,
Chartreuse.
There's a
Thank you,
Weezer question.
Jacob.
Yes.
All right. Well, I have a different non-chat question that I like to ask you guys. What bands or artists have been the biggest inspiration for you guys when it comes to finding the sound that you'd like for your music?
I'm gonna precursor this with everyone only gets 3 because we could be here forever.
Yeah.
That's a fair rule.
We've learned from experience.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so we're talking like as it relates to the band, right?
Yeah.
Because like we've all got other projects that we're doing, and that depends. So Death Cab.
Death Cab was big reference tracks for like mixing at least.
Mhm.
I think there's a lot of Strokes love
There is
in here.
for sure.
And I'd say some Elliott Smith and Sufjan because I mean we referenced that a little bit for
Nice.
Come Home.
Love Me,
Yeah.
Love Me, the Elliot,
Mhm.
and the Sufjan.
Anyone else?
As it relates to this album.
I guess as it relates to us and the stuff we want to make.
Yeah. Just
All
in
right,
general.
top 3 from everybody that hasn't been said yet. I'll go first. Rattle them off. JPEG Mafia, Jans Lakeman, and Daft Punk.
Nice.
Wait, is that just for you
Okay.
personally, or is that?
Yeah,
as-
just for me personally. Yeah.
Oh,
So everyone gets 3 that hasn't already been said.
I don't wanna.
Okay.
I can't even think of any right now.
I know,
I've been
these are
listening.
on the spot.
I've been listening to a lot of Soccer Mommy. I love
Yeah.
Soccer Mommy because she reminds me of like '90s pop, and
Mhm.
and for some reason, like me and Ben have been having a lot of creative sessions, and most of the stuff that we make, I'm able to go, oh, this reminds me of like something from that era, and like I think the other day I quoted him as like, I was like, this sounds like Sugar Ray,
Yeah.
which you might have mixed feelings about, but
Mhm.
there's some good stuff. For me, yeah, I think for me it's like I've been listening to Soccer Mommy. I love Dr. Dog, and I've recently rediscovered my love for the Police. I listened to them when I was in middle school.
Is that
Your
three?
turn, guys.
That's awesome.
Um, Hop Along, Big Thief, Block Party. Those are go-tos for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very...
I said stuff already. Are we talking like person specific now?
I think that's what it is.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us 3 good ones. I know you got 3 good ones.
Paramore.
Yes.
Imogen
Imogen Heap.
Imogen Heap. That it always gets that blank reaction because no one freaking listens to Imogen Heap.
I totally know who they
And
are.
then Imogen Heap, she's really cool. She's like a British pop electronic vocal genius. She's just really cool. And then early Regina Spektor
Yo.
specifically.
Nice.
Like the shit that's not even on Spotify.
Mhm.
Oh.
But
Deep
also
cuts.
the early stuff on Spotify. But
The
like
deep cuts.
the deep cuts.
Nice. All right. Well,
All
I think
right.
we have another question here. Let's see. This one comes from Liz S. What is your favorite 2000s pop punk album? It's a great question.
Oh. Does Paramore
Wait.
count as pop punk?
I would count Paramore
yeah.
as pop punk.
Dude,
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
agree.
God.
That counts.
Paramore, like, I mean, Sonia, you're so right. Paramore was such a massive shift for a lot of people. I mean, Riot, dude,
Yeah,
Riot
was
is such
like my soul. Like that.
and yeah,
Yeah.
and Brand New Eyes is fantastic as
Yeah.
well. Those 2 records from them are amazing.
I have another one which people have made fun of me for, but I love Is a Real Boy by Say Anything.
Nice.
Nice.
It's so good.
I also really like Hero Heroine by Boys Like Girls.
Oh,
Yeah. That record's tight.
I think mine
Oh,
is Young and Hopeless by Good Charlotte, that album.
I don't think I've listened to that. Like,
Well, it's got a lot of their hits on there, I think, but I honestly didn't listen to that much pop punk, and that was one of the few that my parents actually bought for me amidst all the other Christian rock records.
Nice.
Favorite Christian rock record.
Favorite Christian rock record? Well, I mean,
Ooh.
does Switchfoot count?
Switchfoot counts.
Because
Switchfoot definitely
I have
counts.
no idea.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if Switchfoot
Does
counts,
Paramore
then that's easy. I mean, okay, so people love Beautiful Letdown by
Yeah.
Switchfoot. I like that too, but I also their 1999 album New Way to Be Human is probably my favorite.
I feel like that's kind of
was
controversial.
pretty sweet.
Controversial.
Is it?
In the Switchfoot.
I like Vice
community.
Verses by them.
That's a good one.
Man, that's their new shit.
I feel like I'm forgetting
I
something.
like that record. A Day to
Oh.
Remember was huge.
Fall Out Boy.
I didn't really care about
Oh,
Fall
yeah.
Out Boy.
Who's
Fall
the
Out
one
Boy.
that I'm thinking?
All of my
Oh,
friends
Panic at the
loved it,
Disco?
though.
Panic at the Disco.
Panic at the Disco, I feel like doesn't quite fit pop punk though. Like
They're the same band as Fall Out Boy, so
that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it
no.
How can you say
Now
that's
there is a
my
controversial
thing?
answer.
I can't.
Oh, My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. There we go.
Dude.
I feel there was
Dude,
something.
yeah, actually, oh my god, I just re-listened to Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge by My Chemical Romance. It's so angsty and hard and incredible. It's so freaking good.
Side tangent from this. I was working a show one night that was it was
Emo
the
night, right?
Emo
Night karaoke.
Emo night karaoke, where this band was playing the songs live, and then people came up and like did karaoke with a live band. They went so hard. Like everyone
Wow.
who went up put like they were going so hard. It was crazy.
That
to
sounds
see.
amazing.
I believe it. That sounds like the funnest night.
Yeah.
I would love
I
that.
know. We need to do that when we open back up, Maddie. That sounds like such a
Oh,
fun.
it'll kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, people will love.
Especially if you have like a really tight band
Yeah.
at the back who can like pull it off. It's really cool.
Very good. It was an interesting night.
I think that was like one of the last nights you worked before
That
everyone shut
was
down.
one of the last. No, the last. It was like towards the end
was towards
before
the end.
pandemic. Yeah.
You mentioned Fall Out Boy, and I had a flashback to when I had Dance Dance on my PSP, because that's where I listened to music because I didn't have an iPod. And I don't
Okay,
know, I
Dance
just
Dance
kinda-
is good.
I got lost.
To be taken away too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going. Do the whole song. Let's get a karaoke going. Yeah.
Dude, Fall Out Boy just collaborated with 100 Gex. I don't know if you guys have heard that song.
Okay, I still haven't
Really?
listened to 100 Guys.
I also have not. listened
Please
to that.
listen to 100 Gex. Please listen to 100 Gex.
I'll
I
get there
love
when I
100
get
Gex.
there.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts on it.
I think Phoebe Bridgers did a collab recently with 100 Gex too, but
She did.
Everyone just
Okay.
collaborating with 100 Guys.
Oh, Phoebe Bridgers. I also like her.
Oh.
That's if we're coming back to stuff.
I heard 100 Gex also collaborated with Corbin Blue.
Yo,
Corbin was an
that's
ad-
amazing.
What does
Corbin
that even mean?
I'm joking. It's totally not real. I have no idea what that guy's up to.
It's like exchanging clothes with another actor in the middle of a set and then not being any big deal about it in the movie.
Nice.
Do you guys not know that from High School Musical?
I've only seen it.
He
I-
and the other
I've
guy,
seen it.
they like swap clothes between scenes and like it's never addressed. Or am
Oh,
I thinking
really?
of-
Is that like a continuity error or something in the movie?
Hold on. You guys keep talking.
Okay.
Okay, real quick. You guys are obviously really great friends, and I'd like to know how you guys kept in touch at the forefront of the pandemic. And it seems like you haven't been practicing together or, interacting in the real world together. So I'd just like to know how that dynamic has been kept up.
Yeah, I mean, early during pandemic, like our group of friends did like some Jackbox game nights, something that's been done.
Guys, I found it.
Oh,
So, have we all seen High School Musical?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, just to refresh your memory, Tad, played by Corbin Blue, and then Ryan was like Sharpay's evil brother or whatever, you know?
mhm.
The blonde guy.
Basically, there's a scene in the musical number I Don't Dance. I think like they're each wearing their own clothes, and then in the scene like right after it, they've swapped outfits.
Is that like an
And
Easter egg?
there's nothing to address it.
So is
I
that
just
like
think that things happened there.
is that a mistake or is that like I wonder if they'll even notice.
How would that be a mistake?
Clips were removed and then put back on.
It's harder for it to be a
And-
mistake than it is for it to be legit.
Yeah, because as an actor, if you're wearing one clothes, and then you're suddenly, and then you look at your co-actor and you go, "That are we?" Like that's you can't.
Well, I want to know how that fits into the Pixar theory, because I'm pretty sure
Oh.
that like goes all the way to the top.
Oh, is that the one that like every movie in Pixar is in the same universe, or like every Disney movies?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Wrong?
yeah.
Okay.
I was just kidding though. We have a lot of questions in chat. I want to make sure that we are answering everyone's
Oh, that's
questions,
so good.
because we promised that they were allowed to ask anything. So we got to answer
Right,
everything,
let's
or have
let's
you
do
guys
hot
answer
takes then.
everything.
Let's do it
All
real
right.
fast and then we can only answer with one word.
Yeah.
And then
All
we'll
right,
move on
all
to the
right.
next one.
Oh,
Scrolling back up here, which band member has the best pair of glasses?
Mirza for sure.
yeah.
I'm not wearing them. Let me.
I got these, and after I got them, I was like, "Oh, I copied Mirza."
That's true.
Damn.
Hello.
Oh yeah, that's no
Nice.
contest.
Let's go.
No contact.
Just looks so good.
I have a
Is-
few pairs, but I don't know where any of them are.
That's fair.
Before go ahead. Before the stream, Ben and I were wearing a beanie and glasses, so he changed. I think that's why he changed, but
Yeah, I didn't want to cause any confusion.
Beanies actually won't stay on my head anymore. My hair kind of like pushes them off.
Your hair is just too
Yeah,
powerful. It can't be contained by beanies.
He takes good care of it. It's strong.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, next question, Logan.
is Braden's cat a boy or girl?
How do you know I have a cat? How do these people know?
I just know. I don't know.
Uh,
I
Well, I
think
mean-
that was someone who knows us.
probably. It's a solid guess, I guess.
It was-
I
it was-
suppose. Sorry, is my cat a boy or a girl? He's a boy. His name is Ramon, and he's very handsome. Because handsome is the word we use to describe males who are attractive. But he's also beautiful.
Very
you could
good.
say
Sometimes.
you could say he's cute. That's not like specific.
He's super cute. He's definitely cute. That's a given.
You could say he's a hottie.
Does he's a hottie. He does this thing. So I have this scratching post that I mounted to my wall. It sounds weird, but it's actually just like an elevated scratching post. You guys have all seen it. And there's this like sack
Yeah.
attached to it where he can kind of sit and like perch at the same time and be cozy. He does this weird thing where he like sticks his arms over the edge of the sack and he just kind of sits there like this. He looks like he's chilling in a hot tub and is like too drunk to get out. And it's like my favorite thing that he does, and I'll go over and like bop his beans.
Yeah. Nice.
Are Sonia and Mirza gonna make a song together?
Never.
Nope.
Never, ever.
There it is.
I would
Never.
never.
Ask.
And if it happens, it didn't happen.
All right. Let's. Was Earl Grayson the first music video you've made? What was that like? Was it fun or stressful to get it right? From somebody in chat.
And you should totally
no.
talk about
no.
that one.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that was not our first music video. We have another one that we filmed. And funny enough,
our
they both
second.
came out. Yeah, I think they both came out close to a year apart from each other.
Oh yeah.
We released one.
Oh.
Yeah, we released one last January, for Separate, which was the first single that we ever released. And the way that we went about making both of those music videos was entirely different. When we first started releasing music, one of my friends from high school, who's a director now, hit me up and said, "Yo, I love your music. If you ever need help, I'll totally help you out, and we'll get a crew on it, and we'll totally make a music video." And I'm thinking, "Oh yeah, this is just my friend from high school, whatever." And so he gives me very limited contact, but very descriptive contact, very concise. And so, we exchanged maybe 5 text messages. He says, "I'm going to handle all this. How does this look? It's going to be this date, this time. Does this work for you?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And I tell the band, I'm like, "Yeah, let's just go here. We got to bring an outfit and then bring your instruments, and we're just going to do it." And I show up, and he's got a 30 to 40 person crew. And there's like
Nice.
people with tons of different jobs, people on costume, people on, they're, I don't even know all the terms,
Like
but they're
set
holding the camera. They
design.
got
Yeah.
set design people. I mean, like it's
gosh.
all over the place. And the video, if you look at it, it's so well done and it's so well shot. And the camera that we got was like $40,000 or something. I was blown
Whoa.
away. And yeah, and he was just like, "Yeah, man, I want to do this for you. Just buy the crew food and like we're good to go." And I said,
Yeah, that
"Alright,
was it.
sweet."
We just bought lunch.
Yeah. I
He's a
was like
really,
blown
really
away by
good
his
guy.
kindness.
He's really good.
His name's Tyler
What's
Calvert.
his name? Where can we find
Tyler-
him in his work? Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah. His name's Tyler Calvert. He's on Instagram. Let me pull up his handle.
Yeah, I was actually
wonderful
just
guy,
looking
and
for that.
Yeah, and he also surfs. His His name is
Nice.
Tyler Calvert, TYLERCALVERT. Find him on Instagram. Wonderful guy. But shooting Earl Grayson,
Thank you.
that was our second one. This one was very much more DIY. Obviously, within the pandemic, we couldn't get an entire massive crew and do the whole thing. I definitely would have hit up Tyler again. But I was like, okay, we got to make this more minimal setback. And also, this was just a massive opportunity for us to play dress up and have fun. But I wanted to do it as safe as possible. This was kind of earlier in the pandemic when things weren't as intense and cases weren't as high. Not that we shouldn't give it as much attention to safety, but I said, okay, guys, let's all quarantine. Let's all get tested. Let's all make sure that we're good to go before we do this. So we did every precaution that we ever possibly could have. Currently now, I wouldn't even go that far. But back then, that's what we did. And so everyone was tested. We showed up. It was a crew of maybe like 8 people. And our homie Austin had a camera and his iPhone. And we just played costume and set design and just messed around with like a loose script and sung along to the song. And that's what the video is. We wanted it to seem very loose, natural, and just like a bunch of friends hanging out. And
Yeah, as if
I think that's
as if we're friends.
I know, right? We
That
gotta
was the
let people
hardest,
know.
actually, to answer the stressful part. Yeah, that was the most stressful.
The hardest part was pretending like we liked each other.
Yeah. Having to smile was really painful.
It's really hard to do that.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
No, it was a really good time. It was a really fun day.
Yeah, keep up the lie. Keep it up.
I was
Keep it
worried
light.
that it would be more stressful because of our experience with the first one. It was so easy, and so I remember Ben talking to me about it. He's like, "Oh, dude, it's gonna be like we're trying to get the same experience out of this one, like where it's like everyone has their roles, everyone knows what they're doing." And so I remember thinking it was gonna be like a stressful day, and I was ready for that. And then we went in, and it was like it's just a blast. It was a blast, and
Yeah.
and so I think now we've
That's
set that
awesome.
precedent for like our workflow, at least when it comes to that kind of stuff. And we know what is needed because we had a team of like every possible role being filled, and so we know those roles now and know at least what can we do to kind of like closely match that, you know.
That's good.
Talk about efficiency within an organization. We're going to synergize.
Streamline.
Yes.
Oh gosh. A very serious question in chat from Melissa. Hopefully you guys can answer this because I'm
This is a
curious
tough
too.
one.
Do doctors go to another doctor when they're sick or injured, or do they treat themselves?
It's doctors all the way up.
Yes. Actually, no. It's doctors. It's a doctor.
It's a doctor. It's a doctor. Like, you know how you can have like a massage circle where everyone is massaging each
Yeah.
other.
Doctor massages.
It's a doctor massage circle.
Yes.
That checks
Nice.
out. I think that's probably how it goes.
Okay.
I'll believe it.
I think that I heard that in a podcast or something. So I'll
Yeah.
believe it.
I think I saw it on my house or something. You know,
Yes.
way back when.
But who gets whose medicine for them? You know, like
What do you mean?
Wait.
What does that mean?
because like you know when you're in the surgery in the operating room, you know you're like, I need my scalpel, medicine. Like who's doing the passing? I guess like. Okay, sorry. That was
I
kind of
don't
an
think
inside
there's
joke.
Getting surgery is giving the surgeon a scalpel.
He's giving him medicine,
That makes sense.
thermometer, band-aids.
Ramo!
There's a kitty.
Oh my
gosh,
goodness.
thank you. A perfect boy.
Cameo.
Yes. I'm glad you agree.
Oh,
I was wondering if you guys could give me some tea tips. You guys were talking about obviously.
yeah.
That's a big.
I'm
part
super
of-
into tea because I
Cheers,
like grew up drinking it all the time. Because I am Middle Eastern, but I don't know what tea questions you got. I just got a double boiler
Oh.
tea kettle. Which I
What does
guess I
that
can
mean? I'm
actually-
like
Yeah.
very novice. I got my first kettle recently, so
Sweet. Okay, here's my new birthday present.
Oh my
That looks
God.
fancy.
Isn't it pretty?
I'm gonna sound like a super noob here, but what is the benefit of that?
Yeah, okay, I'll explain it.
Well, I'm just gonna demonstrate. We can demonstrate live.
We can
I'm
demonstrate.
gonna get a clear cut.
Sweet. Yeah, okay, so
The
in
power
the
of a
top,
live stream,
on the
baby.
top level, on the top level is concentrated tea, which has already been brewed and is just being kept warm with a very low flame underneath. So the benefit of the double boiler is you have this like super concentrated tea, and then you can thin it out as much as is to your preference.
With the bottom pot,
The bottom,
And it-
which is just hot water.
and it all stays warm.
Yeah.
Now look at how much
Oh.
thinner that is.
So this is like just your perfectly
That's crazy.
warm brewed tea,
However strong you want it.
exactly to your specifications.
That is freaking genius.
Yeah, dude. This is what I grew up with.
Wow.
There you go.
I guess that's true.
Is everyone taking notes? I gotta.
I hope so. I gotta rewind.
Yeah, there's a whole lot out there. I gotta.
Logan, if it's okay, I have friends texting me. They want their questions answered. Their names are Diron and Nick B.
All right.
So I'm sorry to
We'll
make
search. We'll get them all answered. I'm sorry. I don't want to miss anyone.
No problem.
All right, D-Ron.
Maddie, you can go ahead and
That's
ask a
so
question
cheap
while I gather all the other ones that haven't been asked.
Oh,
Sure.
we just answered D-Ron.
We answered Diron's.
Is that the T
Yes.
No, it was about the music video.
one?
And who else?
Ah.
Who else was requesting and answered their question?
It's my brother, Nick Burr.
All right.
Oh no, don't read his question.
Is his username possibly Swig?
Swig
Oh,
boy.
Swig boy. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I'll ask this question.
Those are
If it's
I'll ask this question.
too
it.
if it's too crude, it's okay. We don't. That's all right.
Logan, do I have approval
Go ahead,
to ask
Maddie.
this? Okay. So Swig Boy asks in chat, ask Braden if he's afraid, I'll just say it, frankly, peanuts without the tea.
Wait, say it again. I didn't.
Yeah, you have to omit the T when you ask.
Wait, I missed
Oh, yeah.
all of that. I'm sorry,
Okay,
Nick.
so the question was, ask Braden if he's afraid of peanuts
Peanuts
without the letter T.
without the.
So you can sound that
T.
out in your guys' heads and
Well,
try to figure out.
Is it
That's
the
so
T
I think I
podcast?
usually have peanuts without tea, so I think I'm okay without the.
Well, we just got tea lessons.
Well, I don't know. I'm starting to get into tea, so we gotta.
I would.
You can't omit it.
I would be happy to eat some peanuts.
I'm okay
Peanuts are
with
good.
adding tea to my peanut eating, but I feel like I don't need it.
Yeah.
Good question, Nick.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
I apologize.
I'm glad we got it answered, though. I mean, if it was really a burning question,
Also,
think if
Nick,
I knew
miss
what the
you.
question was-
We got
Can't wait
that
to
out
see you
there for you.
again.
So someone else, Liz in chat says, "What hobby have you picked up this year?"
I've gotten into woodworking.
So it's not for anyone specific.
Mirza has
woodworking?
gotten into woodworking,
A little bit, yeah.
Nice.
like whatever capacity.
Whatever
Yeah.
capacity I can do,
Yeah.
which is very limited.
I think any
Um,
capacity is good when it comes to woodworking. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
I've
What is
gotten
the
into
woodworking,
res-
like an office or. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I guess that like cooking is considered by a lot of people to be a hobby, and
I guess, yeah, we really
we've
gotten
all-
into cooking.
we've always been cooking, but like we've gotten really good at it.
Yeah.
I have started tending plants like everyone else on the planet.
Been making
And-
candles?
Oh, I have been making candles. Hello.
Wow.
This is one. Smells good.
What
Nice.
flavor is
Nice.
that one?
What's your favorite scent? Yeah, what
What is this one?
kind of candles are you making?
Amber
What flavor?
Yeah,
for the creme brulee.
I think this one is amber. There's we have a creme brulee flavor.
It's a really good time because then there's so many candles available when I want to take a bath.
Oh.
Oh, baths is another hobby that I've gotten into.
I don't have a tub at my place. I just have a shower. So that's
I didn't realize taking a bath could be done on a hobby level.
Yeah,
But that's
if you
cool to know.
commit to it and practice doing it,
you maybe can. I'm still getting good at it.
I think
Takes a
you're
lot of
great at
practice, I
it.
think.
Temperature management is
That's
the
a-
biggest
yeah.
part of it.
Got to manage that temp.
I manage that temp.
I've gotten into resin casting.
You have
Um,
made a profession out of resin casting,
Yeah, you
sir.
have.
That's awesome.
I have, like a lot of people, my job, our workflow halted to a stop, so I had to come up with an option, and so I started casting guitar picks with flowers inside them. So
Nice.
they look like
That is
this.
dope.
They're little guitar picks with flowers,
Whoa.
and I made a
You
little
got a
online
shop
business.
people can.
Yeah, the shop is called Terratone, like the tone of the earth, Terratone. You can find me on Instagram at Terratone Pics, or an Etsy Terratone Pics.
That's too cool. Very nice.
A lot of people making new businesses during the pandemic, which is really cool.
You kind of have to when the government says, "Hey, don't open your business," and also we're not going to give you money.
Yeah.
People are like, "Okay, what do we do?"
Hey, we don't support any of you citizens.
Let's get into hating our country, shall we?
Oh yeah, the next question.
Oh, no,
yes,
no.
for all people.
Well, I want to know about
I,
Braden's
Maddie.
hobby.
I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like I don't have one that's as cool. I started buying a lot of microphones, just for like, because I only had like my SM7B as like my main workhorse. Are people seeing this visually?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not even. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So like, for those who don't know, and it's a great microphone, but I bought it when I was like 18 and I didn't really know why. I just heard that Michael Jackson used it on like Thriller. And I was like, that's good enough for me. I'll buy it. But it turns out it's super low volume and you have to boost it a lot in order to get any kind of good sound out of it. There's things you can do to work around that. But so I started buying, like, I that's a dynamic microphone. I wanted to buy a condenser microphone, so I bought one, and then I bought another, and then I bought a different one, and I kept like trying different ones. And so I guess this kind of relates is like I kind of got into recording voiceover. So that's
Nice.
kind of went hand in hand with the whole mic fascination because I was like getting interested in what mics sound good for like spoken word. Because normally when you record vocals, you end up kind of fucking with them. Like you put delays and EQ and compression, and it loses its original character somewhat. So I've just been really interested in like the natural characteristics of microphones.
Nice.
Super boring.
No, that's
Oh, yeah.
awesome. Honestly, that's like
Started watching anime really too. Like I was kind of like not a big anime guy. I wasn't growing up. And I used to kind of make fun of it because I was like, oh, this is so dramatic, or there's all these same tropes over and over again. And then I kept watching and I was like, okay, it's kind of cool, I guess. Like, and eventually now I'm a full convert. I love it.
Nice.
I think we've all done that where we like don't understand something, so we make fun of it, and then we're like, oh, I actually like this, and then you're like, start backstepping on that.
Got to give everything a fair shot, you know?
That's true.
Ramon. What
Why
have you
not-
been watching?
I know. Oh, go ahead.
What am I watching?
Yeah.
There's
That's taking a bath.
well, I'm right. The fourth season of Attack on Titan just came out, so I'm watching
Oh,
that.
that's still going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching that, and then also Teresa, my girlfriend, introduced me to this show called Psyche K. It's like about the psychic who goes to high school, and it's probably the funniest show I have seen in a long time. Very, very, very funny. I highly recommend it. It's on Netflix. Dub or sub, whatever you
Nice.
want.
Nice.
Pick your poison or your Sophie's choice, rather. Yes.
I mean, that relates to a question we have in chat here, asking what you guys have as recommended binge shows.
Oh.
We've been watching a lot of Great British Bake Off.
Oh yeah, that's like top tier.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a very good one.
Oh, Middleditch and Schwartz is this like improv show with these two comedians, and it's like it's not like short little like bits of improv, but it's like the whole episode. They find one topic and then they go for the whole time. They do it really, really well.
They're geniuses.
Yeah.
I have never seen.
I've been meaning to watch that one.
long-form. It's incredible.
Yeah, highly recommend.
We keep referencing it to each other. Like it's so funny.
Very good.
Well, because I love Thomas Middleditch and like anything he's in. And I
what
don't
else
know
is
if you
he
guys
in?
are
I've never
fans
seen
of
it.
We
Silicon
have
Valley,
never
but
seen him before.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Okay. I haven't seen Silicon Valley.
I only know Ben Schwartz
Is-
from Parks
wait.
and Rec.
Wait, is Middleditch the guy who fucks? This guy fucks?
Oh,
no,
is that
that's Jared from The Office. I don't know what his name is. I don't know what the actor's name is, but
I don't.
but I don't know. I recommend
That's
Silicon
like
Valley.
the one scene I know. That's like the one scene I know from Silicon Valley. Don't tell me this guy fucks.
Yeah, that's the only scene I know.
Nice.
Anyone else? Any other binge shows?
Full Metal Alchemist. That was
Um,
so easy for me
yes,
to binge.
Full Metal Alchemist. I cried continuously through the last two
Well,
episodes.
Specifically,
Brotherhood.
Very important to clarify.
Yes.
Yeah, Ben, have you finished it?
Yep. I just finished it like last week.
Oh,
sweet.
it's
Okay,
so
cool.
good.
Did you cry?
No, but I
Why
was close.
not?
Wow.
I know.
Okay.
I was close. I was close.
Yes, someone didn't. I guess you didn't watch it then. I guess maybe someone didn't actually see it.
I've cried enough through Naruto that I was like, oh man, you know,
Oh, you're all
punching
cried
similar.
out.
I'm all cried out.
Nice. All right.
No.
We can get into.
Oh no, go on.
Yeah.
You're right.
Alrighty. A lot of questions in chat. I want to make sure we get them all. Swig asked another question. Says,
Oh,
all right,
man.
serious question. Ask where Benjamin was on the night of November 5th, 2013.
I have no idea. Where was I on November 5th, 2013? I have no
Ben,
idea.
that sounds pretty sus, man. Why don't you know where you were?
Come on, bro.
I have no idea.
Ben, do you have an alibi? Looking pretty bad.
I don't-
For you.
I don't think
I'm
so.
pretty sure there was a murder that day. So.
Hmm.
Wait.
Yeah,
wait, let me
I think
trace
that
this
wasn't
back.
from Swig. That was from the FBI in chat.
Oh.
Is it FBI? Oh no. Wait. Okay. So let me trace this back. 2013. We're in 2021 now. So how many years is that? That's 8 years. So well,
Jesus.
would that be
That
7?
feels bad.
I would
It's about
be
7 in a few months.
17. Dude, I have no idea. Nick, you're gonna have to text me later, man. I have no idea.
Or join our Discord, and we can all have an ongoing chat even after the stream. Kind of a little
Yeah, sure.
Plug.
nudge, 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 wink, wink. So here's the time where I want you all to pull out your phones and look at your Spotify and tell us what is on your recently played.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
So I recently canceled my Spotify because they like switched me to a more expensive plan without telling me. And I was like, this is unforgivable. Also, I'm not driving anywhere, so I'll just share with Mirza. But most recently listened to are the newest Andy Schaaf album.
There's a new one?
Skyline. This just his most recent one. I don't know if it's new to you or not.
Okay, got it.
Eddie Schaaf, Neon Skyline is so good. It's so good. Here's this in the bathroom and he just yelled so good.
Yeah.
Mine is absolutely
Oh.
not reflective of. Oh wait, go ahead, Sonia.
Oh, and then another most recent one was Devil, You and Me by the Knot Twist is really good.
So this isn't exactly reflective of my actual listening, because I was literally just meeting with Ben the other night and trying to show him these 90s songs that he was reminding me of. But recently I listened to Salad Days by Mac DeMarco.
Nice.
Because I was covering it on my Instagram for fun. Up First by NPR. My Brother and Me. Everyone here, I think, knows that. At least my bandmates know that podcast. And then there goes Surf's Up, the movie, because there's a Sugar Ray song on there.
Yo.
And then Soak Up the Sun by Sheryl Crow. Oh, it just started playing. And then there's Switchfoot stuff.
Nice.
It's all so topical to what we discussed earlier.
Yes. Is there I can find my recently added albums, but is there a recently played thing? Am I just dumb and I can't find
If you
it?
press the home button,
Yeah.
it should, and you scroll down a little bit, it should show you what was recently
Oh.
played.
Got it. Cool. Wow, it's literally right there. I've been listening to Welfare Jazz by Viagra Boys. That's their new record that came
Love
out.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Viagra Boys are tight. I've been listening to Gene Dawson. He's cool and very interesting. A lot of Kenny Beats. There's Reservoir, which is this jazz group from Chicago that I went to a live show at pre-COVID. They're relatively new. They have a record out called Reservoir. It's phenomenal new wave jazz that's really entertaining. Thundercats, It Is What It Is, his most recent record. Cheekface came out with a record called Emphatically No.
I love Cheek.
And Poppy's I Disagree.
Yo, that's the first band member who said Poppy. That's amazing.
Oh,
Wow.
were you waiting specifically for Poppy?
I mean, just anybody to mention her music, but yeah, nice.
Oh yeah. I haven't touched on her too much. I recently started playing at a church and I took the place of the guitar player for Poppy. So
Nice.
because they're going on tour.
Oh, very cool.
Damn.
Oh, too bad you didn't take
Crazy.
his place in the band for.
Yeah, I know, right?
Logan, what about you?
All right, Maddie. Oh, I'll go first, I guess. So today, Josh and I were trying to learn some Tony Jupiter songs. If you don't know who Tony Jupiter is, you can find a live session from him on our channel.
Oh.
Pretty banger. Let's see. That was off the top of my head, but I can actually reference the. Obviously, Acres Even. It's on there.
Of
Listening
course.
to you guys doing
Yeah,
my
obviously,
research,
obviously.
getting to know the band.
Obviously.
Come on.
J.W. Francis, listening to him, and Blank Conversations, the theater company that operates inside the range, just put out their album. So I've been listening to that, and
Cool.
it is great. So I'd recommend you check it out if you haven't listened to it.
That's
I am
awesome.
adding all these.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Is it my turn now? I guess it's my turn.
Yes, it is your turn, Maddie.
Yeah, my answers have been the same, I think, for like the past 3 episodes, but I've been into the new Taylor Swift stuff. Been listening to a lot of that. New Phoebe Bridgers album, and here on my recently played, one of my favorite albums is Air for Free by Reliant K, which is, yeah, one of my favorites to
Oh.
listen to.
Forgot about Reliant K when we were talking about pop punk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm giving up slowly.
Oh my
And
gosh.
anybody will know me.
So many memories.
The party's over.
Us college kids.
It is recently
Yeah.
played.
Yeah, I said.
Dude, I
Dude.
saw a Reliant K and Switchfoot show. Reliant K opened
Really?
for Switchfoot.
I did
Yeah,
as well,
it was.
I
Dude,
feel
was
so
it
weird
at,
about how much Switchfoot has taken up this whole interview.
yeah.
I know.
I feel like they should pay us money.
Yeah.
They wait, which show were you at? Was it at?
Good.
I was at one in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh,
with,
that was
both of
not
them,
the
yeah.
one I was at. Reliant K puts on such a good live show. Oh my god, it was cool.
They do. They do.
Jody.
Mirza didn't get
Can we get
to
your,
reply.
I know he's in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Let's hear your.
I was in the bathroom.
Doing unspeakable things.
That's speakable.
Speakable?
Yeah.
Mm.
No.
Speak on it.
He's just practicing how to take a bath. Leave him alone.
Speak on it, brother.
This makes perfect. So Sonya already hit Fox Warren, and then you hit Not Twist.
I hit Andy Schaff and Fox Warren is like
Oh
in
yeah.
there. And Not Twist.
The Not Twist. Let's see. More Not Twist. Adrian Lanker's new album is really good. Really good. We've been listening to DT Diver's new album. And then also Great Grandpa is really good.
We had a day like a week ago where we listened to a bunch of Rage Against the Machine, and that felt great.
It felt very good. Rage Against the Machine is so good.
So good.
Yeah.
Them and System
They're
of a
supposed to
Down.
play here with the revival tour, and
I'd
the
go see
revival
that.
got shut down.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Run the Jewels was supposed to open up for them. It was supposed to be incredible.
That's crazy.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Mirza, I find it surprising that you're saying it. I never thought I'd hear you say Rage Against the Machine is so good and not have it be like ironic. I don't know why.
No,
That's just not something I would have pegged.
I love them. They're so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super, super good.
Yeah.
It definitely holds up.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Logan.
Real quick before we get into another chat question, we have some of our staff picks playlists on our website. So if you want to see what we listen to, Maddie and myself and the other range workers, you can view that on our website. But Brittany has another question. She's asking, what music festival would you like to play?
Outside Lands.
So I've actually never been to a music festival.
Yeah, Sam.
I haven't either. The only reason I know about the
What?
names of the only reason I know about the names of them is because my roommate Kurt used to like go to all of them, and I feel like every band I brought up, he'd be like, "Oh, I saw them at Outside Lands." Like every single band.
Yeah,
I can't believe I'm the only one here who has been to a music festival.
For me, it's
I've only
like
been to one.
an issue because I can't stand up for more than like a few hours without my body being very angry at me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
It's money for me. I've
Yeah,
just never had money
that was
to
the
be
other
able to
thing.
like buy tickets.
Yeah, festival tickets are always like hundreds of dollars, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be outside and sweaty and in pain, and I could just go see them at a small venue later. That's fine.
But I guess if I were to play one, Coachella.
Coach.
Coachella.
I want to play Stagecoach.
Nice.
I feel like South by
That'd be so
Southwest is like an experience.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
That would be
That's-
cool.
that sounds like a fun time to play.
yeah, it's also the bane of Austin's existence.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Make a bunch of citizens very upset.
A bunch of people who live in a location just very stressed out.
Yeah.
That's everyone in Coachella Valley. They're the same way. They're
Yeah.
like, oh my God.
Yeah,
again."
imagine like the whole place is dead until festival season and then it's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh. Well, I'd like to know who some of your hometown favorite artists are. Maybe they're your friends or bands you listened to when you were growing up. But nonetheless, I'd like to know.
Rosie Tucker.
Rosie Tucker. Rosie Tucker.
There was this really cool band that my friend Ethan was in high school called The Mar, probably named after Johnny Marr. But they came out with a song called Violet, and I thought they were the coolest people in the world. And I watched their music video, and I just totally, it was very clearly shot on like an iPhone 5 or something.
Nice.
And I actually checked it out. I actually checked it out like a couple months ago, and re-listened to it, and I'm, now with my trained audio engineer ears and everything, and I was like, oh my God, this is all over the place sonically. But there's still like these feelings that I have towards the song. So the Mars really cool. That's just like the first one that popped in my head for Hometown Heroes. That's in Chino Hills, where I'm originally from.
I grew up in Temecula, and so most of the bands there were like dad rock cover bands playing at the wineries and the old town. So I enjoyed that, but I don't think I could call any of them a hometown hero. But I think, and I guess one of the bands that I remember when I was like kind of just starting to gig as like a teenager, I remember being so amazed by this like duo called Tree Fingers, and they were just like an acoustic guitar girl and boy duo, and they still play. And my mom actually, who before the pandemic she does farmers markets, would do that in Temecula and run into those folks and talk to them, and they're full-time musicians, and they're kind of like vagabonds, and it's like, oh man, kind of want that life, But then there's two sides to every coin. Grass is greener, kind of situation.
I thought of a band I really admired when I started being a gigging person, and I think specifically like, God, actually I don't know what year. Anyway, they're called Ruby Throated, and they're super cool. They do a lot of really cool like time changes, but in a creative and non-jerk-offy way.
Nice.
There you go.
That's hard to pull off.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Oh no.
What did Nick
Maddie,
ask
you
this
got
time?
anything?
Yeah, what did Swig Boy ask?
Oh, yeah. He said, ask Ben if his favorite band is Caramella Girls.
I don't know what that is, Nick. I don't know.
The
I would interpret that as a no.
My brother lives in Japan. He's in the Air Force out there, and I haven't seen him in a year. I miss him very much. And he is the person that makes me laugh the most whenever our family gets together. When he and I get together, it's so much fun, But he loves to push people's buttons. He thinks that's like the funniest thing in the world. And depending, it can be really, really funny.
Nice. Shout out to Swig Boy.
Hey, Swig Boy.
I'm looking up Caramella Girls.
What is
and
it?
It's a Swedish musical group that were active from 98 to 02.
A very specific.
And I think their biggest hit is Caramel Dancin'.
Oh, it's Caramel Dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Caramella Girls.
Yeah.
Oh, now that you mention
Yeah.
Yeah. Caramel Dancing is sick. Thank you, Nick. Deep cuts.
Shout out Swag Boy.
All right.
Swig Boy.
Yes.
Swig
Thank
boy.
you, Swig Boy.
Swig Big. Go there, boy.
Hey, chat. Let's get those questions in. We can do a lightning round. But from Austin, we have any games that were your favorite growing up?
Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Diablo 2.
I need more time.
Okay,
The
I can
pod racing game, like that old pod racing game that was on the computer that they just re-released for the Nintendo. Great game.
That's
The
a good one.
Nintendos?
Or for the Switch.
Yeah, okay.
There was
That Nintendo.
The Nintendo! You're playing on that Nintendo all day!
So I grew up with my mom. My first console was a Super Nintendo because my mom had one, and there was this really cool side scroller combat game called Ninja Turtles: Turtles in Time.
Oh, yeah.
I'll always remember that. And I've played emulators of it since then, but it just doesn't have the same kind of the je ne sais quoi with the little buttons
I love the
that
X-Men
feel like
side scroller.
Smarties. I think I just need a controller. Yeah. You said X-Men side
Super
scroller?
Mario Advance 2.
Yeah.
That's another good one.
Sorry, what?
Super Mario Advance 2 on the Game Boy
Oh, yeah.
Advance.
The advanced Game
The
Boy.
Advanced Game Boy.
Did that come?
I got my Game Boy stolen.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, I left it, dude. I was on the bus in elementary school, and my friend, for whatever reason, the bus person made us leave our lunch pails in the very front seat, and everyone sat in back. And when you leave, you take your lunch pail and get off the bus. I don't know why that was protocol, but that's what that was. So I watched my friend leave, forget his lunch pail. And so I said, wait. And so I put my Game Boy down on the seat and ran out and said, here's your lunch pail, man. And I came back and my Game Boy was gone. And I was such a scared little boy. I didn't want to stand up on the bus and say, all right, this bus is not leaving until someone coughs up my Game Boy. I was too
Turn
nervous.
out your
so
pockets.
I just sat down and said nothing.
Oh, that's so sad.
Damn.
It was very sad, and it was a Christmas gift from my grandma, and I had it for like maybe, I had it for maybe 3 months.
Oh.
Did you get another Game Boy?
No,
What the hell?
yeah, I got a Nintendo DS Lite a couple of years later, and you could play Game Boy games on that.
Okay.
So that's what I did.
Do you think your life
Okay.
would have been
Yeah, but that's
different
not for your grandma, is it?
if your Game
Okay,
Boy
let's-
hadn't been stolen? Do you think your life would have gone down a different trajectory?
Probably, probably, to be honest, because I
Yeah.
loved my Game Boy. I played Pokemon Ruby all the time.
Like, if your Game Boy hadn't been stolen, maybe you wouldn't even be in this band because
Who
of
knows?
just some weird, like, the butterfly effect, you know? So, in actuality, you should be happy your Game Boy was stolen.
Listen, Braden, let me live in my sadness.
Yeah, let my man breathe.
Nice.
Maddie, do
let's
you have
see.
a favorite game from your childhood?
Do I have a favorite game from my childhood? I used to play Red Rescue Team on my Pikachu Game Boy a lot. That was the first video game I ever bought.
Nice.
Yeah.
Red Rescue Team. I'm not familiar.
Pokemon Red Rescue Team.
Oh, sounds
Keep
cool.
running.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. You become a Pokemon and then you save others from dungeons. It's alright.
That actually sounds
That sounds
pretty
rad.
cool. I'm into that.
I think you might be too far away
That sounds pretty cool.
to be heard.
Oh.
Because we don't have fancy microphones.
Y'all all played Pokemon Snap, though, right? Because,
I love Pokemon Snap.
yeah, that's
I was a
legendary
poor
for
little
me.
child with no consoles
Mm.
except a computer.
3D pinball.
Yeah.
Oh, 3D pinball is good.
Oh yeah.
That was
Yeah.
good. That's good stuff.
Get me some
3D space
Minesweeper in.
pinball. I wanna make
Oh.
sure that's
You can still download that game, actually. I have it on my computer. I've played it
Really?
a few times, yeah. I
Oh,
think from the
cool.
official
Definitely-
Microsoft website. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Wow.
sweet. I'm definitely gonna
There's
do
like
that.
there was like a 3-year span where I did a lot of RuneScape too. RuneScape
Yes.
also. And recently I tried to get people in our friend group to start playing it again, and Ben's like, Braden, this game sucks, man. It's like, no, it's pretty good.
It was
I
so
tried to go
funny
back
because
to it. And I was yeah.
it was
Yeah.
because you're supposed to buy your stuff and look all cool and decked out. And I was customizing my character and making it look like the ugliest thing possible, getting like gross pink shirts with really poopy green pants and like
It's like, Ben,
ridiculous
you're not playing
boots.
it right.
I remember showing up, we launched, we dropped into the RuneScape world, and I showed up, and Braden just like, he was like, oh my God. Because he could tell I was not taking it seriously. And he was like, yeah, man, here's me in my cape and my boots and my sword. It was so funny.
It's like, give it a chance, man. Give it a chance.
Yeah, no.
Okay. I'm here, aren't I?
Nice. Let's see. We have a question here from Sir Prazivol, I think is how that's pronounced. Favorite 90s song?
Oh.
Ooh, that's a tricky one.
So my first thought was that Mirza and I have started a playlist of pop bangers, and in order to make it onto this playlist, the song has to be perfect
The whole
in
way
structure.
through.
The whole way through, there cannot be any section where you're like, eh. And a song that's on this playlist from the 90s is Baby One More Time by Britney Spears.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole way through, it's just a banger.
Is that that's a different song than Oops, I Did It Again, right?
Yes.
It's not- So how do you feel about Oops, I Did It Again? Is it not? It's not like into the
It's
same.
also good. I
caliber?
feel like we probably listened to it and
I think there was like
determined
a bridge or something that was
yeah,
kind of
it's
a flop.
usually bridges that disqualify songs from this playlist.
Oh no! Is it the part where they're like dialogue is like? Yeah, it's the dialogue. It's like a little skit part in there.
Wait, no, that's
Yeah.
what is no? That one is a different one.
Toxicity. I throw out a
No,
name.
I remember. It's Oops, I Did It Again because he goes, well, baby, I went down there and I got it for you. And then she's like, Oops, did
Okay.
it again to your heart. Yeah.
Is it that one?
We can
No,
we can
that's the one
verify.
where she's talking about the tears that she cries. What's that song?
Oh man, well I have to go back and listen. Man, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But
I
I
love-
100% agree about that song being up there.
You guys have to share that
No,
playlist
that's-
with me. I want to check that out.
That's Lucky. Braden, that's Lucky.
Okay, I definitely am gonna go back
You're
and listen to that
so
whole
lucky.
record.
He's a star. Or maybe it's not. I don't know.
Before we give you guys the floor to, talk about all the future development and what's going on with the band, I'd like to know if you have any specific piece of advice for new musicians starting out.
Ooh.
Before we move forward, I want to say my favorite 90s songs is I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. That one's
Good.
fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
And also Britney Spears is Toxic. I think
Yeah.
it's a banger.
Oh,
I don't know if that's
totally-
early
That's not
2000s
90s.
or if that's 90s.
Yeah.
Is that 2000s?
yeah, I know you got that.
What about
Whatever.
What's that one? It's down 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 down.
Oh baby,
Oh,
baby.
you people, can't you see how your love's affecting all
Larger Than Life.
Larger than
Yeah.
life and then Napoleon Dynamite.
It's so funny that I know all the words, but I don't know the name of the song.
I had to
Larger
run
Than
through
Life.
it.
Yeah.
That makes me larger than life.
I think that's a good one too.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But sorry. Okay, to answer your question, Logan.
Oh, you're good.
The I think my advice to new musicians is work with your friends. Find people who you trust, people who genuinely care about your development as an artist, because I've definitely shared music with some friends who I respect their musical, insight or their taste, but they don't really care too much to tell me how I can develop, or, hey, I don't really like this. I'll usually send it to them and they go, oh, it's great, and kind of move on. So whether you're collaborating with someone or you just need someone to be that buffer to help you become the best that you can be, it's easy to get in your little rut. And so collaboration and getting the opinions of people who genuinely care about your development as an artist is vital, I think.
I think that is some great advice.
Nice.
I answered this question in I think another context, but I remember saying like what you do, like what you make. Don't feel like you got to put yourself into any kind of box because you think that's what you should do. I think you should like what you make, and then don't take what you make, or like don't take your music experience too seriously. Because I think that both of those things, like either trying to conform to something and also taking it too seriously, is like the one way to take it to a bad time, and you'll maybe like get a bad taste in your mouth from even pursuing music in the first place.
Nice. Anybody else?
What you got?
Yeah, stay light, stay goofy. I mean, in the same vein as Braden, like we answered this in another little like interview thing recently, and get weird with it was what I said. Like, you know, don't be afraid to just make weird sounding shit if it sounds cool to you.
Mhm.
Nice.
I think like recently the thing I've been trying to impress upon myself the most is like self-compassion and really just extending to myself the same kindness and understanding and clear logical thinking that I would try to extend to a friend, rather than being super self-critical. And like this specifically is, it's good life advice in general, but like if we're talking about musicians, I'm relating this specifically to like the creative process, because like I've had a lot of times where I like create something and then I come back to it like, or I create something, I think it's absolute garbage, and then I come back to it a couple months later and I'm like, oh, okay, this is fine. I was just really, really awful to myself in the moment when I didn't need to be. So kind of just like knowing that and extending that compassion to yourself as soon as possible is really good.
That's a good one.
Nice. Great advice, everybody. And Logan, any final questions before we close things off here?
I don't know if we can give a couple seconds if you're typing away in chat.
Let's see.
But
Brittany
other than that, I'd like to.
asks-
Oh,
Sorry.
Go ahead, yeah.
Brittany asks, what is the funniest moment between acres even? Funniest moment.
Ooh.
I don't think we've ever
we've
had
had-
fun.
There was that one about the Brown University. That was a really funny moment.
Oh my God.
I don't even remember
That
how
wa-
that went down, but
I remember.
If you
Okay.
wanna,
That
It's
was
not gonna be
so
as
funny.
if I try
I
and
know.
relate. Basically, we were all like recording pretend reviews of our record, and an exercise we were doing with each other was okay, just literally start talking and don't stop talking for 60 seconds, and whatever comes out of your mouth is just going to happen. And when that came to me, I started talking about how this album is like literal poop, and like
and they married a fart.
yeah, poop
And then
that
they had a
married a fart,
family.
and they had a baby, and then those children grew up and went to Brown University.
We
And
just
in the moment, it was
we thought that was the
nice.
funniest thing.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
We like knocked over the camera, I think. 'cause-
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I actually fell down the steps that I was sitting on because I was laughing so hard. There's been so many funny moments. Oh my God. Plenty of the ones with Mirza and I being locked in a box together in the early stages where there's just nonsensical giggling after like 6 hours of recording.
yeah, you
just
get
'cause-
very goofy very quick, and you lose
Very
your brain.
Yeah. I think. Oh, you know what was hilarious? Remember when we played at the DBA and we watched that duo band come out, and remember us laughing, just guffawing at their setup, like the guitarist had
the full
3
stack that you
half
had.
stacks. Yeah, and then the drummer had like every cymbal imaginable. And we were watching these guys go on, and we're like, there's no way that this is happening right now.
I think for
Yeah.
context,
You had
to
the
reach.
DBA is like a small
A
venue.
very tiny room.
Yeah.
It's a tiny room, and for more context, we were already late. Like we were going on late. We were, I think, maybe the last band to go on, or the second to last, or something.
Yeah,
And
they
then-
kept like pushing us back.
yeah, and so yeah, we were running behind, and then not only were these guys like they had a ton of gear, right? It would have been one thing if they like were good sports about it, but they were like super angry because they had so much to set up, and I was like, you guys did this to yourselves.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
were mad that there wasn't enough room for their stuff, and it was just like, And we were just sitting there watching, like, this can't be happening. Like,
I think I
they're-
sat outside most of that set. I just like wasn't gonna deal with the ear damage.
yeah, their setup took pretty much just as long as any normal set.
Yeah.
It took forever. I just
That's
remember
crazy.
it's one of those things where you're just laughing, like, I can't believe this is happening right now.
It felt like a joke, and if it was,
Mhm.
then good on them because that was hilarious.
Oh, I
Like,
thought
the
it was
whole set
hilarious
is
when
just setting up. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, imagine you like get up, you play one chord, and then that's it. You tear down from there.
Oh,
Lightning fast tear down,
Thank
and
you.
you're out.
Yeah.
That's a performance piece.
I'm writing that
I
down for
thought
later.
I thought it was hilarious. Remember when we were at FTG and then all of a sudden a mosh pit started forming out of nowhere?
Yeah.
That
was
was
fun.
wild. It was fun, and I was like, I can't believe people are moshing to this
for our set, or were we watching?
for our set.
I don't
Oh.
think I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
I remember it was
Sonya
like,
and I remember.
yeah.
It was
You guys were in
wild.
the mosh, weren't you?
I might have been in the mosh, maybe.
Yeah, that was like a really fun show. People were very enthusiastic. It was cute.
Dude, yeah, that all the people at FTG we played 2 shows there, I think, in a week. Something like that.
Except for the one dude who was like stalking me.
Yeah, not fun.
That guy's not fun and cute.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Oh yeah, there was this dude who like kept trying to follow me around the venue and get me alone. And like during the set, I forget which show it was, but during the set, he literally stood right in front of me and stared at me the entire show.
That was
Oh my
Girl Hazel.
god.
Was that Girl Hazel?
Yeah, so
Okay, because Acres Even and Girl Hazel played shows like one day after each other,
yeah,
Mhm.
and
Good times.
I think he was there both
I
nights.
think so.
That's creepy.
Yeah, super creepy.
We haven't seen him in a while.
did
though,
not
right?
know
I think
about
that's
that.
because Mirza killed him.
Oh.
Mirza, did
Oh,
you kill that guy?
allegedly.
Well, where were you, Ben, the night of November 3rd?
Yeah,
2020?
we're-
It's November 5th.
Shit. Okay, I did it. It
Mirza's
was-
an innocent man. Everybody.
Oh my god, that was so funny. Sonia, your birthday. Remember that? We had the PowerPoint party for your birthday.
Yeah.
It was a good
Yeah,
time.
remember when Braden's whole PowerPoint was defending Mirza?
I put
Oh,
him on
yeah.
trial for some like ambiguous crime, and then just
I
started
was-
improvising.
pretty drunk at that
Can you
point.
explain this?
Same.
What's a PowerPoint?
I'm so glad you
So
asked.
glad you asked. I have material.
Essentially, you get a bunch of nerds who are friends in a room together with prepared PowerPoint presentations. And everyone, so the classic form of this party is that your presentation has to be under 3 minutes, and every minute that it goes over, you have to take a drink.
I think that could be skewed because it's left to some people having a hard time.
Yeah, the first
Hmm.
I think the first time that I had this party, people did not self-moderate well enough. Or was it a different party? Anyway, it can get really messy if people like don't know how to stop and be
Yeah.
like, I'm going to drink water now. But it's very fun, especially if your friends are creative and hilarious. Which
I made up
mine
a
are.
business called Planet Pancake. It was basically
Oh,
IHOP,
yeah.
but, like also a theme park at the same time. It was great.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
that's
awesome.
the response.
It was really well thought out too,
Yeah.
if I recall.
Yeah.
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 You're also a wonderful PowerPoint creator.
Thank you. Yeah, I spent time. I put animations.
So,
It works.
is there typically like a theme to what everyone has to create
No,
a PowerPoint for?
literally
Or is it
like-
just like
Anything. I think the one rule that we had in place for our parties is not music related because like everyone does music,
Yeah,
and that's just like we don't care. Like do something different.
find something else.
Find something else you're enthusiastic about, and it's really fun.
Mirza's first one
That
was why
sounds
Jar Jar
amazing.
Binks is no. Was it why Phantom Menace is the best, or was it why Jar Jar Binks is the best character?
I think it was why Jar Jar Binks is the best character.
Yeah, that was also a good one too.
Make some people mad. Yeah.
we have to do this, Maddie?
Yeah.
I did
do it.
one recently. Our major last get together as a friend group was for my birthday last year, and my PowerPoint was on why blue is the worst flavor.
It's just
It
objectively
was
wrong.
so
man.
much fun.
Yeah, blue is a
Yeah,
good
that's-
I
flavor.
disagree 100%.
I know that you're just doing it
I
to piss
knew
people off, but it's just wrong.
I knew that the entire place would disagree with me and yell at me.
Yeah.
So.
And that's what you want on your birthday, right? It's for everyone to yell at you.
And cuss you out.
Yeah. As soon as I went to the title page, everyone was like, "What is this?" Everyone was so mad.
You would have had everyone
remember,
on
I
your
was
side
like-
if you're like banana is
the worst flavor.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
yeah,
what
but like artificial banana is the worst in my opinion.
I wasn't there. I was working.
What did I do for that party?
I didn't get to
I-
do that one either.
Oh, yours was on sleep?
Oh, yours was why
Oh.
sleep is important.
Yeah, sleep is so important, and you have to go to sleep, everybody.
That was at the point in time where I was getting like no sleep.
Yeah,
That's why that was on your brain.
it was like top tier priority. It was making sure everyone realized that sleep deprivation is not a joke for your long term health.
It's true.
Go to sleep.
True.
It's true. All right. Well, I think on that note, it's about that time of the show for us to go ahead and give you guys the floor. If you have any, new projects coming out, new music, now is the time for you all to plug yourselves, your
Plug
your music.
yourself.
I think right now for Acres Even, we're just in writing stages.
Yeah,
Because we just released stuff.
we did release that music video, which has
we
been talked
did.
about. Earl Grayson, find it on the YouTubes. The song and our other EPs available on the Spotify's and the Apple Music's and other places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else have more active stuff right now?
Yeah, just like they said for Acres Even. Oh, I'm sorry, Braden.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, just like they said for Acres Even, where we are now back at the creative drawing and writing stage. I've been writing is just a constant thing, but now I'm finally in a space where it's I've been writing while releasing at the same time, and now it's like, I literally only have to focus on this now. It's been writing through recording, writing through tracking, writing through playing shows, writing through, releasing stuff, and now this is the only thing I get to do, and so it's a very refreshing space. And we're gonna have to see what it's like writing virtually. Braden and I have done a little bit of it, writing together as a full band. We're gonna have to start working through that. I think we were on a call a little while ago and said, "Hey, how do we do this? We're gonna have to figure it out." So new stuff, but that's the thing is, like Braden was saying earlier, if we weren't put in this situation, we wouldn't have developed certain skills that we did, or come up with the new ideas that we have.
Yeah, my God. If you guys, anybody out there is a musician that's listening, if you have not already purchased and or downloaded Loopback, it's a program you can download. Please do it because it lets you take audio from your computer, like any audio that's happening, and route it wherever you want it to go. And so the most straightforward example of how I use that is taking my DAW audio, like Logic or something, and putting it through the Zoom call. And so that way, me and Ben can like throw ideas back and forth really quickly, and he can listen to my mixes in as close to as high fidelity as we can. As we're working, and then you can send bounces when you really want someone to take a detailed listen. But it's still super useful. So if you have not done that, I highly, highly recommend. It's like so worth it if you want to get the license for $100, and then you get you can use that license as many times as you want. So far, I have not discovered a limit to it. So once you buy it, you can use that license as many times as you want.
Nice.
Yeah, I think Braden, Mirza, and our other friend and we all split one license, and we're all using it. So
Yep.
Nice.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, it's about that time of the show, everybody. Sadly, it's time for all of us to sign off. It's been a pleasure talking with Acres Even here today, and of course, you can find them down in the description below, all their social media as well as their brand new music video, and you can also find Logan and I, The Range, all that kind of stuff down below as well. Click on the channel and subscribe. That'd be pretty cool. Logan, any closing thoughts before we sign off?
Thank you so much for all the questions. Thank you to the entire band. It's honestly been so much fun talking to you guys, and I hope we can continue that dialogue and just have fun together. So Thank you.
And we definitely want to play at the range once we organize our first tour.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Love to come through there.
A live session is a live session in a show.
Home
We'll see.
on the
Ooh.
range where acres even will play.
Yo.
Oh, yeah.
When
Let's
the
go.
pandemic is gone.
Lars.
Let's go.
All right,
All right.
guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Bye.